Hello everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video on my YouTube channel, New Season. I will be explaining what my channel is by doing a Q&A. So right here, sitting next to me is my mom. She'll be asking questions and I'll be answering them. So enjoy.
Where are you from?
So I am from Texas originally, but I was raised in Vegas and now I'm back in Texas now.
What do you like to do?
So one of my favorite things to do is research about aircraft and like aircraft manufacturing because I've always wanted to be a pilot, so I really like airplanes.
What else do you like to learn?
The stories of the Bible that includes like everything in the Bible.
What is the reason you name your channel New Season?
So I named my channel New Season because everything has a beginning and an end, meaning that gives us a chance to start over and never give up.
What else do you like to do?
So, something that I really like to do is be outdoors. I like to, ride my bike around. I also like hiking and just being outdoors, to be honest.
What is the places that you can name that is good for hiking or for doing these things?
So, I will definitely say that Vegas is one of the best places for like hiking or, just going out for a nice walk or bike riding, stuff like that. Mostly because it's like a very mountainish place to live. So, like it has mountains like Mount Charleston or just a lot of mountains that you can go and visit.
You said that you like the outdoors. Um, what is the places that, like here in Texas, since you live in Texas, what is the places that you like to go here in Texas?
So the places that I like to go here in Texas is the river, mostly because Texas is not really known for being a very mountainish place to live. Like literally Texas is flatlands, which is pretty nice actually.
What are the things that you like to do when you go to the river?
So anytime I go to the river, I like to swim. I don't remember how old I was when this happened, but I had already experience with swimming when I was young. So my mom threw me into the pool and I swam nicely.
That's how you learn how to swim.
Yep, that is very true. She did that with my sister too.
If people ask you this question, what they expect to see in your channel?
So people can really expect to see me talk about God a lot of times. I will always be very passionate about speaking about God.
What else?
You will always expect me to be playing games while doing so. Mostly because talking to God and playing games, I can multitask like that sometimes.
What kind of games you will be playing?
So most of the games are very famous. Like everybody knows Minecraft. A lot of people know Fortnite. A lot of people know Rocket League. And just a lot of games. A lot of games that will be played. That are played. Another game that I really like is like on top of the airplane topic. It's called X-Plane 11. Currently, currently I don't play it as much as I used to, but I got to start getting back into that because it really teaches you about the basics of the aircraft. One thing that I will do is I will try to get Microsoft Flight Simulator. Very new, very nice game, actually. looks pretty cool. I've seen a bunch of reviews for it, and it's actually not that bad. So that's something that you can expect me to play soon in this channel.
If you have something to tell kids, um, advice, what would you say when you want to earn things and, you know, um, like if they want to buy games, they want to buy toys or things like that, what would you tell them, like what you have done to do these things to accomplish it?
So this is actually a very good question. So I always like wanted to make money myself because my parents do so much, so I got to start doing stuff, independently. So one thing that I did do was I would do a lemonade stand. But the thing is with this lemonade stand is I would always do my like homemade lemonade. I also wash trash bins and just some starter business things that you can do as a child, as a kid or an adult if you want. But some advice for kids that want to do that or adults, um, is that you just don't stop. Like no matter what, like if people don't come, you just don't give up. Like just don't give up at all. Because once you give up, then you probably won't be as successful.
About you said you like the stories of the Bible. What story would you like the best?
So the story that I like the most is the story called David is the story of David. Mostly because David was a kid when he defeated Goliath, and he just never gave up. No matter what, like people were just not really had didn't really have faith in him because he was a child and he was very young. So that's my favorite story in the Bible.
What is the things about David you like? Um,
Like what are you saying about that?
um,
Like what?
one of the qualities I would say, one of the qualities that the Bible describes about David.
Okay, so like I said before, David is a very he never really gave up on what he believed in. No matter if people were just saying, "Oh, you're too weak," like the Bible says, "Oh, you're too weak," or "You're just a child," and children in the Bible didn't really do much. There was not really too much talk about children. But because the adults were always the one doing stuff. But David was different. David and Samuel, actually. Those are the only two kids I know in the Bible that really, like, I would center on.
Okay. What do you think that got David in this distinguished to be chosen to be put aside? What is the things that was um, what is the things that made David um, to be anointed? Because he was anointed as a very young boy. What is the things that you think that you can put to practice right now?
So, I feel that he always honored God, which we should always do. We should always have faith in God for what he wants us to do. We should always obey God of what he wants us to do. So if he says go go speak his word, you should go speak his word. and you should always put him kind of over everything. I know that kind of sounds weird, like some people always put family first, but without God, you can't really have family, honestly. That God family just wouldn't exist, so that's why you put him first and favor him.
God favored him. God favored.
If y'all hear the dog in the background, this is my dog Bonita. She's a Boston Terrier mixed with a French Bulldog. She's 3 years old actually, and she's just an overall very good dog. We got her in June of I think 2020 or 2019. Not too sure. I don't really remember, but it was like 2020 or 2019. I think she was about a month old when we got her. I also did have a hamster, which I had for about 2 years. Or no, I actually had him for about a year before he ended up passing away sadly in March, which was just last month. So I am kind of sad about that. But I do know that he lived a great life like while he was alive. So that's something that I really miss. Anyway, I actually go to the school called Liberty University. It's an online academy, Bible school. It's not too bad of a school, to be honest. It's really good, especially for, like, just kids that want to be online or parents that want their kids to be online. It's not a bad school. I do honestly prefer being in-person school, mostly because I wouldn't say I like socializing, but I like to be social around people. I like to have friends that I can see in person. So currently that kind of limits my access. But one thing for sure that it definitely helps with is that I could be very mobile with what I'm doing. I'd be very mobile, be very flexible with that, which is really nice actually. It's pretty much a privilege. In Isaiah 43:19, it states that behold, I will do a new thing now. It shall be spring forth, shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and river in the desert. I feel like that really centers on that he will make a way when sometimes it is very hard for us to, just believe and stuff like that.
Or if you're going through a bad
Or if you're going through a bad situation or stuff like that. You just can't give up on what God has for you, to be honest. Anyway, let's speak more on me wanting to be a pilot. I've literally always wanted to be a pilot ever since birth, basically. I will be trying to post every 2 days. At least a couple minutes of a video or a YouTube short. Stuff like that. And yeah, that concludes the introduction of me. If y'all want to see more, like the video, and you'll see more amazing, or I'll try to do some really good content. See you in the next one.